What's going on, guys? Balkan Architect here, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to create an area plan in Revit. So Revit has this cool tool to create area plans. It allows you to assign different properties or different uses for different spaces inside or different areas inside of your floor plan. It's really easy to make, and you can set it up in numerous different ways. You can set up numerous area schemes and then apply those to your floor plans. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving you an overview of start to finish how to create an area plan, how to modify it, how to assign boundaries so you can separate different areas, and how to end up with a cool looking area plan that's graphically represented with a color fill legend that basically explains what is each area dedicated to. So that's going to be the topic of today's tutorial. Now, before I get into that, I would just like to ask you to like this tutorial. It helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and also if you haven't already, I suggest you subscribe because I make useful Revit tutorials each week. Also, each week I do one advanced Balkan Architect course, and those are available on my Patreon. First, a link in the description of this video. There you can find all of my advanced courses. Now, I do these courses, they are over 1 hour long, sometimes even longer. Currently I'm working on an office project from start to finish, completing all project documentation and basically taking you through each phase of the design and production of project documentation within Revit. So this is where I basically place or upload all of my advanced courses where I go in depth into all of those advanced topics. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the tutorial. Now, for this tutorial, I'm going to be using this project file. This is just a simple office building that I have constructed for the purposes of this demonstration. And if you would like to download this project file, again, as I said, that's on my Patreon, first link in the description, and then you can just use it and follow along with this tutorial. Okay, so let's go ahead and create that area plan. So first thing that we need to do is create an area scheme. Now, actually, we're not going to be creating it because there are already ones loaded in, but nevertheless, I'm going to show you how to do that. So here under room and area, if I open up the drop menu, you will notice or expand this whole room and area panel, you will see that here we have an option for area and volume computations. Now, if I click there, we get the area and volume computations window. And first here we have options to compute either areas only or areas and volumes. Now for this demonstration we only really need areas, so I'm going to leave this at areas only. Underneath we have room area computation, and here it's basically asking us, would we like to compute at wall finishes, or wall centers, wall core layers, or maybe at wall core centers. So for this presentation, or for this type of an area plan that I'm going to be creating, just for visual presentation purposes, I'm going to stick with wall centers. Now, if your purposes for this area plan require something else, you can choose maybe one of these other ones. Moving on, here we have our area schemes. Now, the ones that are loaded in with Revit, the default ones, are the gross building and the rentable. Now, we can create a new one here, and then you can call it area scheme 1. So, and here you can add a little bit of a description for that area scheme. Now, for this one, we can use either the existing ones or maybe the new one that I've created. I'm just going to click OK here, and now we've exited out of that menu. Now, for the next step, we have to go here to the floor plan. Now, to create our area plan, I'm going to go here to the room and area panel, go to the area tool, open up the drop menu, and select area plan. Now, this will give us some options. So here for the type, let's go with the rentable type. I'm going to choose that one. That's one of the existing ones. And then here Revit is asking us which level do we want to basically assign this to, or which level's area plan is this going to be. So in this case, this is a 1-level office floor plan, so level 2 is just the roof, so that's why I'm going to select level 1. Now, once you hit OK, you're going to get a message where Revit says that it's going to be using the exterior walls for the basic boundary lines. And you just click yes. And there we go. So now, as you can see, we have this area plan. Now, if you can't see it really well, then I suggest you turn off thin lines, so these lines will be a bit thicker. We have these, these purple lines. and here in the properties panel project browser, we have a new node. So we have our floor plans, our ceiling plans, the 3D views, elevations, and then underneath all of that we have area plans, and here in parentheses it says rentable. Now if I open that up, here as you can see it says level 1, so it's basically copying this name. Now if you want, you can right click and then rename it, but I just like when it corresponds to the level name. Now to add additional boundaries, you can always go here to the room and area panel and find area boundaries, select that tool, and basically you're using the pick lines tool to separate this area. Now as you can see, I'm just going to go like this and separate this into different areas, and once you're done, now also you don't have to separate each wall, only the ones that are separating different areas. So these are all 3 offices in a row, so I just need to outline the exterior walls of those offices, nothing else. Now to escape out of this, just click the escape key a couple of times or go here to the modify tool. Now the next step would be to assign area tags. So you would just open up the area drop menu and go with area, and this allows you to tag and add all of the areas. So this is this one is 54 square meters. If I add one here, this is a bit this is actually the same size. This one's a bit smaller, this one's even smaller, and we have a medium one over here. There we go. So now we have all of these different areas. Now once you hover over the area, so not the area tag but the actual area, it kind of highlights like this X sign, and then when you select it, here underneath the other, we have area type, and you can open up the drop menu and choose one of the existing types. Now here, this one for example, this will be an office area. So I'm going to select their office area, and for the name I'm going to call this one Office 1. Next we have this one. This one will be building common area, and the name will actually be the same, common. Next, we have this one. Now this one will also be office area, and here for the name, let's call this one Office 2. This one, if I open up this drop menu over here, we can do this either, maybe let's go with a storage area. And let's select it. There we go. So once this is selected, now we can, or changed, we can change here area, and let's call this one storage. Hit enter. And finally this one, and this one will be again office area, and let's call this one Office 3. There we go. So now with all of our areas basically named and assigned their types, now we can create a scheme or a color scheme or a schedule. So to do so, what you need to do is you need to go here to the Annotate tab. Now once you're on the Annotate tab, here we have the color fill legend. Now you select that tool, and basically here you can select a color fill legend or just place it like this. Now here is asking us what space type are we trying to create a color scheme for, and in this case this is an area plan, so let's select area rentable, and the color scheme will be area rentable area color scheme. Now if I select OK, there we go. This is what that will look like. So here it says these are the offices, these are also the offices. The common area is this maybe dark green, this one is a bit lighter green, and here we have this beige color for the rest of these. Now, if you want to maybe change some of those colors, what you can always do is just select this rentable area legend, open up the edit scheme, and here you can go ahead and maybe change some of the colors. So you can go with something that works a bit better with your project. So you can just select that, hit apply, OK, and there you go. So this is how you can edit that, basically the visual representation of your area plan. But there we go, that's how you create and represent an area plan with Revit. I hope this was useful. If you want to download these project files, check out my Patreon, first link in the description. Also there you can find some of my advanced tutorials and courses. They are over 1 hour long and they cover numerous advanced Revit topics in depth. So if you want to learn Revit a bit better, check out that first link in the description. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for any future tutorials, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. And I'll be back with another regular Balkan Architect tutorial in a couple of days. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.